everybody. This is Chess Links. I know I haven't been on in a little while, but that doesn't matter because I'm here now. Okay, let's jump right in. Today I'm just gonna be explaining this game to you. I'm only gonna go to move 12 here because that's like the main points that I'm gonna try and teach is gonna be in here. We're gonna learn how to I'm just gonna tell some people about how to like defend against this Alapin opening because the Alapin is very annoying to many Sicilian players like me. And I know that some of you guys out there are Sicilian players. So yeah, this is how go against it. Okay, let's jump right in. And now, wait. Before I start, like and subscribe. Just trying to get to 100 subscribers before the end of the year. So let's try and do that. Okay, it starts with e4, very common opening. Many people play it, many defenses. And yeah, c5, Sicilian. That's my personal favorite opening against this move and my favorite opening of all. And yeah, okay, so yeah, he's gonna play c3, the Alapin. Mainly this move is just trying to play d4, but some problems is that it stops all your development very, very quickly. So let's say you want to develop your knight, can't develop your knight because you have a pawn there. Oh, that would be the knight of b3 on b1. I mean, but yeah. Okay, so in this position, a few different moves. The move I'm going to show you, d5. This is a pawn sacrifice because if he doesn't take it, what's he gonna play? D3 and D4 or push. All of those moves pretty bad. So you're almost always gonna face E takes D. Do you take back? The answer? No. Why don't you take back? Well, the reason you don't take back is first of all, there are other ways to attack it and to get it back with more interest, like better position, material even, but sometimes you get more material. So if you take back with the queen, you could get attacked a lot and your queen can be in danger, and that's not very fun for anybody. So we're gonna play knight f6. Just trying to win back the pawn, but in a better way. If we win back the pawn with our knight, we have more development and we're down no material and we have some attack in center. Okay. Few different moves, mostly just c4 and bishop b5. We're gonna look at bishop to b5 today. The main idea of this move is to give check while developing a piece before playing c4. There are a few different options to defend. You don't really want to defend with your knight because you're just moving your knight back and it's already getting pinned. I mean, the knight at f6. Of course, you can't move your queen there. You just lose your queen. Duh. Bishop d7 is, I guess, okay, but it's not the preferred move because if you play there, well, you're both losing the bishop pair, but in this game you really need the bishop pair because the light square bishop is very important. So we block the knight. So yeah, we're developing a piece. We're getting ready. We're blocking the attack. We're protecting the pawn on c5, even though it's not technically protected because the knight's pinned. And yeah, now white plays c4, defending his pawn on d5 and his bishop on b5. A very solid move, basically okay, I got my pawn, time to lock up. So yeah, now we're going to make a move that makes this bishop decide what they want to do. a6. You can play bishop a4, but after b5, there are lots of complications for white, and it gets really messy. But in the long run, black's better there. So they're probably going to take. Now, you can take with the knight, but it just means retreating the knight to a bad square, blocking in your pieces, and all it's really doing is defending the c5 pawn. But if you take back with a bishop, but later you're going to move your bishop again, and that's going to be wasting a tempo. So you want to take back with your queen. Another reason is to support the move e6, which is a very important move in this game. Now, there are a few main moves in this position. The most common, d4. And another one is knight f3, and another one's knight c3. Today we're going to be looking at knight c3. This move protects the d5 pawn, gets ready to, like, it actually just develops a piece, like, just getting ready to develop more pieces, and as long as white keeps up in development, he has an extra pawn in his pocket, and he's fine. Now, e6. We're cracking open white's strong center, and this is why I put our queen on d7. So we can take back with the queen, giving check, attacking the c4 pawn, and we're totally fine. Okay, so he takes, we take back with our queen. We don't want to take back with the f pawn because then we have a isolated pawn, and he has to play queen e2. And any other move loses the pawn on c4, and your backward pawn is just not good. But why did we trade queens when we're down a pawn, you may say? The reason we traded queens is because his pawns aren't exactly very strong. Our pieces are getting ready to be active, and we just have lots of activity. So we capture him, he captures us with his knight on, yeah, knight g takes e2, just getting ready to castle and developing a knight. Here we play bishop f5. The reason we play bishop f5 is we're going to play knight to d3, stopping the d pawn from moving up and trapping the bishop on c1. And we can also attack the pawn on c4 with that move. And the only way to defend it is b3. So he's like, okay, if you're going to block my pawn, I say no. I'm going to move it up. I'm going to get it out of there. And I'm going to be okay. Right? Wrong. The thing is, once we trade pieces, he's left the d3 square wide open, and this diagonal right here, whoopsies, this diagonal right here, very weak. So you see this pawn right here, also weak, and his king is in the center, so is ours. But look at this beautiful file for our rooks. Our rook can also go on this file, attacking everything. We do have the possibility of playing either bishop here or the bishop goes to there, just like attacking everything. Then after that, we can castle and put our rooks on against his king. But start out, we want to attack the weak pawn on c4 with bishop d3, and that's the move we play: bishop d3, attacking the c4 pawn and stopping him from castling. He cannot get his king safe and attack us. Now, this move is really important because he doesn't exactly have a good way. So if he plays b3, like you just weakened the diagonal, and we're just gonna play bishop here. This is pinned. If you ever try to move your bishop to d2, well, it doesn't work out too much because we play rook d1. That nice doesn't look very good. And once it moves, we're just gonna, like, do some. We're just gonna castle, play rook e1. He can't really even castle at all himself. So he's gonna have a king stuck in the middle of the board. We're just gonna put tons of pressure on that. And I personally think we have competition for the pawn. Well, that's it for today. See you guys, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Peace, peace, peace.